What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Kart 63, presented to you by TrackTac. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to that. If you don't mind hitting a like on this video, possibly subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. Yes, today's Thursday, I'm recording this. It's actually late at night. I was working some tires. Figured, hey, in between wipes, why don't I just go ahead and shoot a video? Tonight is the night that I dropped the video to where TrackTac, the announcement came out that TrackTac is on board as channel sponsor. Just to let you guys know, if you didn't see that video, you go back and check it out. Anyway, TrackTac products for tires and tracks. Yes, they have a product for tracks to keep dust down. Last I knew, I guess I'd have to ask Randy about that, but still on their label that says for tracks, so I'm assuming so. Anyway, as I am getting ready for the race on Saturday, I've been sizing tires. Now, anybody knows sizing tires sometimes is easy, sometimes it's hard. I put out a pretty funny reel. I guess it's a short on YouTube. I put out a short there where I was trying to shrink a Burris left front by ½ inch, and it went down a full inch, and that's no good. Luckily for me, Burris are pretty easy to manipulate size-wise. Yes, they do shrink, but you can kind of put them where you need to be at. But it begged the question. I've been doing a lot more torch shrinking and growing lately, and I thought, you know, what are the pros and cons of a Hotbox or actually using fire? Okay, we will start with the Hotbox. If you have a Hotbox, excellent. Very useful tool for rolling tires, for sizing tires, and all the above. Cooking in prep, I use my Hotbox for rolling internal prep or cooking in prep from the outside, just so you don't have to go through manual manipulation of firing a tire, wiping, firing a tire, wiping. That art of prepping is, you know, a reality. Mostly, I would say, if that's to be done at track in a bind, if they allow, you know, if they they say no torches in the pits, you know, people disappear in trailers, you know, all the time, and then the smoke comes rolling out. So we know what's going on in there. Anyway, you can fire prep into a tire. That's a whole nother video. But what I use my Hotbox for is that, for burning in prep, for heating up the tire, allowing the prep to burn in deeper and everything like that. I also have used it for growing and shrinking tires. If you want to grow your outsides, or your insides for that matter, fill them up. I usually go 1/4 inch past where I want to be, get it exceptionally hot. I used to say 120 degrees. I have been going a little hotter, 140. Really cooks them up good. Now, with both fire, using a torch, or the Hotbox, there's a possibility of raising the diameter of the tire, because you're heating it up to an extreme heat that you would be destroying some of the oils in the tire. So keep that in mind. So whether or not to do it before prep or after prep, you know, it might not be a bad idea to do it before prep, before rolling internal, etc. Therefore, you know, whatever damage that you're going to do, you're going to oppose that by actually putting prep. But then again, you know, that's never the way it works. You never set a tread size, a stagger size, and it frickin' stays there for the most part. You know, sometimes tires will, but for the most part, they've already been prepped, they've been sitting around, whatever. You go to check your staggers and they're incorrect. So I've been using a little hotter temp in the Hotbox to get where I want to do. Obviously, you know, in a video I did before, you take them out of the Hotbox, dip them in ice cold water. I've been using my pool because it's frickin' New York and it's cold outside, and that shocks the tread and helps that tire maintain that size. On the opposite there, let all the air out of, say, a left rear, a left front, whatever. Let all the air out, get it super hot, just like that. Let the air out again, make sure there's no air in there. Dunk the tire in cold water, shock it. Hopefully you shrink. Well, I've been firing the tires on my Kart. I put like a left rear on there, and I use the torch, and I just burn on the tread. Now, it's essentially the same thing with one bigger common denominator, if that's where I want to go with that. Anyway, you're in the hot box, you're heating up the rim. Now, I'm finding with torching the tire, it may be more extreme on the tread of the tire. So you got to be careful of that you're not causing too much damage, that you're only heating the tire surface and not actually burning the rubber. But I find that heating up the rim is harder to cool down. So the air inside the tire is going to fluctuate more, and not when I go to cool the tire, when it's just fire, I can just roll the tread or dunk the whole thing. The rim actually isn't hot. So it's the only affected part of the tire is the tire. It isn't the rim. But when I take a 140 degree tire out of the hot box and I go and dunk it in the pool, or if I had an ice bath or whatever, you're needing to cool down that rim as well, especially when you're trying to shrink a tire. That heat source is causing the air inside the tire, even though you let it out, whatever air's left in the tire, that heat source is causing that air to expand, and it's unwanted. Now, you could also say that for the outside tires, if you're trying to grow a tire, that if you want to cool at this exact point when it's in the hot box, when that rim is hot, that rim is not going to cool nearly as fast as that rubber. It's going to hold a portion of that heat in there. So just something to consider. It isn't a which is better. I just thought this would be something, if you're going through what I'm going through right now. Currently, I'm doing some reapers, finding out the ins and outs of shrinking and growing those to get the sizes I want. Spoiler alert, they are more difficult to work with than the burrs. I say that being that if you really want like an inch of stagger, rear stagger, bravo, Reaper. They do a very good job at that. But if you're looking to increase, it's a little more difficult. You have to get a little more aggressive with it than I do, say, a Vega or a Burris or even a Maxxis from my experience. But then again, we know Ben doesn't run Maxxis all that often. Anyway, I have been getting the staggers I want. I'm not demeaning the Reapers. Just found that they're maybe a little more difficult, which could be a good or bad thing. They may keep their stagger better, being so difficult to move. So that may be a positive for some of you. But yeah, guys, it kind of popped in my brain when I'm rolling tires. I'm on the rear axis. I'm heating it up with the torch. And I thought, you know what? This might make for a good video, and maybe somebody had questioned that before, or, hey, you don't have a hot box, how can you grow or shrink tires? Well, doing it that way, actually, and hopefully I put in some of that footage. I don't think I deleted it. Well, I guess we will find out whether or not I deleted it or not, but I have found that actually taking the time, yes, it takes a little more time. Yes, you can walk away from the hot box and not worry about, hey, they're going to be that temperature by the time you get to them, and you have to pay a little more attention to, a tire, because you have to roll it and all that on your cart or wherever you're spinning the tire, if you're doing it by hand or whatever. I just find on the carts a little more evenly distributed of the heat. But I found it a little easier for me to do a single tire at a time. Therefore, being able to control that heat source. Like I said, the rim isn't hot anymore. When I go to dunk the tire, all I'm concerned about is getting that tread cool and getting that tread shock there. So there you go, guys. I hope this was an interesting video for you. I actually had a different video almost shot. I'll do it soon. I just didn't have time to put the beginning intro, and there's some other, I wanted to do some stuff with the footage that I that I took, and it was just going to be too much. I have a race Saturday. It's going to be a little more difficult for me to do the involved videos when I am racing, so it's going to be more talking about this stuff. But this is all useful information, I think so. At least, point people in the right direction, let them know what I'm thinking. Hey, did you have that question? You might want to consider this or that. But I guess I'm going to try and do intro and then outro. This is all new to me, having a channel sponsor, but I would like to thank Track Tack Tire Treatments for coming in. That failed miserably. I would like to thank Track Tack Tire Treatments for coming on board Kart 63. If you're looking for one of the most comprehensive tire prep systems in the market, go ahead and go to TrackTack.com. Is it TrackTackTireTreatments.com? I'll put it right here. Like I said, this is the first video that actually they're on as sponsors. I'm sorry for screwing it all up, but I definitely want to get them mentioned. You see the products behind me, you see the stickers, and any questions about TrackTack whatsoever, shoot this guy a question. If I don't have an answer, I will try and get you one. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.